Frost is dead.
Well, that's one way to start a game.
Well then, Frumple, that was quite the case, wasn't it?
Oh, indeed so. Already made the evening edition, don't you know? I picked up a copy when I went to buy the boat ticket. We'll be quite the heroes, I think.
Hopefully they don't dwell too much on the part where one of the Weasel gang cracked you over the head with a pool cue and nearly made off with all the gold, eh?
Huh, wretched blighter called me from behind. Just not cricket, is it?
Still, all worked out in the end, my friend, and just in time too, as you have this party with Admiral Gilfrey to attend.
Look, who is this chap anyway, Winklebottom?
Oh, Gilfrey's an old school friend of mine, top of his class, went on to become an admiral, then latterly undertook a number of privately funded expeditions to all four corners of the globe.
Bit of a swot then, eh? We had no time for this sort at my school.
Evidently so, my friend. Right, let's get this boat ticket and be on our way. Where is the ticket anyway, Frumple?
Oh, I slipped it into the newspaper for safekeeping.
I get those every once in a while.
Winklebottom cracks the case. A touch sensational, but they appear to have got most of the salient facts correct.
Never mind all that. What do they say about me?
Ah, well, let me see. Yes, here it is. Lord Winklebottom was assisted, as ever, by his associate, Mr. Frumple.
Mister? Dash it all, I didn't spend 8 years in medical school to be called Mister. Bunch of bloody hacks.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We have to get going if we're to catch this boat before nightfall.
No, I'm quite vexed now. I shan't leave until I've had a fresh cup of tea to calm me down. This one's practically tepid.
Oh, very well. I'll make you a fresh cup. The pot should be ready now. Ah, here's the ticket. I'll keep hold of this for now. Now to pour some out for the good doctor. I'll take this, good for the old bones, you know. And in with the tea. I put the milk in the cup. Here you are then, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Ah, that's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the tea in first or something?
Ah, was that wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? What sort of animal do you think I am?
A most fine one, my friend. Come along, we need to be off. The ticket says we are to meet a Mr. Walters at the docks, and he'll sail us out to Gilfrey's Island.
Oh, very well. I suppose this will have to do. Tea first, I ask you.
If you get another trophy for doing milk first.
A pot of tea should be ready to pour out now.
No.
I put the milk in the cup. And in with the tea. Here you are then, a nice fresh cup of tea.
Ah, that's much better. I say, this tastes a bit off. Did you put the milk in first or something?
Ah, was that wrong?
Wrong? Wrong? What What sort of animal do you
Gets
think I
mad no
am?
matter
A
what.
most fine one, my friend. Come along, we need to be off. The ticket says we are to meet a Mr. Walters at the docks, and he'll sail us out to Gilfrey's Island.
Oh, very well. I suppose this will have to do. Milk first, I ask you.
The journey.
Ah, just smell that salty sea air. Takes me back to my childhood holidays on the coast with Gilfrey. Even then you could tell the old boy was destined for a life
I
on the
made his
waves.
tea run
Don't much
both
care for it
times.
myself. Went on a ghastly school trip to Blackpool as a lad. I tried to go for a donkey ride. Donkey was furious. He told me I was too heavy. Wretched fellow.
Well, never mind that now, old boy. We need to find the docks and this salty Walters chap who's going to take us over to Gilfrey's Island.
We're not using hits.
Let me in, you bleeding crooked canine. Oh, hello, sir. Sorry, in a bit of a jam here.
Greetings.
Good day to you, sir.
It bleeding well isn't a good day. That reprobate Walters has locked me out of my own pub. I do apologise, sir. Shouldn't take it out on you like, but he's going to drink me out of business if I don't get back in there to stop him.
Indeed so. Quite the predicament. Can we help you get the door open? I'm rather afraid I have business with this Walters fella.
He's bleeding well gone and locked the door from the inside. And my spare key's
Damn
in my
right.
bedroom on the top floor. How am I meant to get up there?
Sounds rather like your forte, what?
I do have a certain talent for retrieving things from high places, yes.
Oh, if you wouldn't mind, sir. It's the window on the right up there. Not the left one. That leads to the hallway and we had it sealed up, as it lets a proper terrible draught in right through the pub. We catch our death if you open that one.
A boat hook. This should come in handy.
Thanks.
Let's take this with us, just in case. I say, old chap, a moment of your time.
Greetings.
Greetings, my good man.
Good day to you. What can I do for you?
Uh-huh.
I have a ticket for conveyance of myself and my colleague here with a Mr. Walters. I wonder if you know the gentleman.
That layabout. Oh, I know him all right, but you'll not be going anywhere with him till he pays his docking fees. Nobody leaves this dock without my say-so. No docking fees, no permit to leave.
I say, Winklebottom, this Walters fellow sounds like a flaky sort of character, what?
Well, can we discuss this permit? How might we obtain a permit to allow us to leave the dock?
Well, you could get Walters to pay his docking fees, but that's not likely to happen. Tell you what, I'm a bit short-staffed today. So if you help me with repairing this ship, I'll give you a permit.
Manual labour? Very much like the sound of that. I have a surgeon's hooves, don't you know?
Does this guy only carry around a cup of tea or something?
Well, what can we do to help?
I can do the actual work, but I've run out of wood. I need some planks or something.
Very well, we shall obtain some wood for you.
Also, this barrel of tar here is solidified. I don't need much, but I need a way to melt some of it.
Some way to melt the tar, I see.
Shouldn't be a problem for a genius like you, eh, what?
Right then, Frumple, let's see what we can do about getting hold of this permit. Ah yes, this seems to be just the ticket. Perhaps I should keep this hook for collecting out-of-reach leaves. Right then, this should do the trick.
Oh, thank you kindly, sir. Right then, let's see what that bleeder has been up to in my pub.
Wouldn't fancy being in that fellow's shoes, eh? Picking up litter, eh? Very public-spirited.
I'm not quite sure what I want this for, but want it I do.
That's for picking up the glasses.
You'll bleeding well pay for this, Walters. Look what you've done. This bleeding barrel is bleeding well empty now. Get out, you hear?
No, they're all animals.
Keep your snout out of me business. I be leaving in my own time. I won't be taking no orders from a landlubber like you.
I say, Frumple, this is the chap who's going to sail us to the island?
Fellow looks like he's barely able to stand, let alone sail a ship.
Aye, what is it?
Always start with greetings.
Greetings, my good man.
Well, spit it out. What be you wanting, stranger?
You're not an animal.
You are Salty Walters, I take it?
That I am, and don't you be forgetting it neither.
Then you want to take us to the Isle of Barghest?
Nope, I be staying here with me drinks. I'll not be sailing today. Not for you nor anybody else.
I say, you rotter, we have tickets, you know. Paid for in advance.
Nar.
Now look here, you bounder. We have tickets and you will jolly well sail us out to that island. Dash it all.
I won't be sailing today.
No.
I drinks me beer to wash away the terrible taste of the salty seawater. And hates it, I does. I'll not be sailing again for a while now that I've got that accursed taste out of me system.
Ironic that a man named Salty should hate the taste of seawater so, isn't it, Frumple?
Dashed inconvenient if you ask me.
Well, goodbye then.
Fellow seems more than a little worse for wear thanks to all that beer.
Well, we're gonna figure that out.
How can I help you, sir?
I say, old chap, any chance of lighting the fire? There's a bit of a nip in the air after all.
No bleeding way. It cost me money, that does. And with that waste of space drinking me out of house and home, I needed to save every last shilling. I'd have to get a lot colder before I start a fire.
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir.
What's wrong with a dog being drunk? In this barrel.
I say, Barkeep, would you mind awfully if I took this empty barrel?
You'd be doing me a favour. That beer-soaked bulldog has emptied it anyway.
Damned if I can figure out where you keep all this stuff, Winklebottom.
In his butt.
A rum jug.
Suspicious, you think? Maybe an important clue.
No, Frumple, I mean it's a jug full of rum.
How can I help you, sir?
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir. Get your bleeding hooves off. I mean, would you mind leaving that where it is, please, sir? I lose a dozen of those a day to these thieving bleeders. How can I help you, sir?
I say, old boy, would you mind awfully letting us have that jug of rum you have sitting on the bar over there?
Well, I suppose you did help me get back into my pub. Fine. You can have the bleeding thing. On the house, like.
Well, thank you for your time.
Very good, sir.
A reward with us. Now let's see if we can't get this window open. No, it's no good. Stuck fast.
Give another go. Probably just been painted over.
Well, if you say so, just one more. Oh.
Ah!
Oh dear, well that didn't go entirely according to plan. How awfully embarrassing.
Still got the job done, what?
Dude, giraffes are way cooler than hippos.
I I say, it is rather chilly in here, what?
Yeah, it's colder than Poseidon's drawers in here.
Oh, for goodness sake. I'll have to light the bleeding fire now.
Since the landlord is looking the other way, perhaps I might borrow this for a moment. I'll be sure to return it, naturally.
Fella's probably used to things going walkabout in this place anyway.
I had to make it colder in there so it lights the fire.
Can't even chip any out with this. We'll need something hot to melt the tar, I fear.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do as a giraffe. I gotta melt it, so I gotta put the poker in the fire. That'd probably be smarter.
Now to heat this poker up somewhat. Yes, this has done the trick splendidly.
Be careful with that thing, don't want to burn a hole in your britches.
Alright. That'd be embarrassing.
Right then, Frumble, just watch this. Yes, the hot poker is melting through the tar like butter.
Oh, what a noxious sniff. Let's get rid of this stuff quickly.
Here you are then, sir, some alcohol. Perhaps this will quench your thirst.
I say, you nearly ripped your blasted
Britches.
hoof off.
I don't know what that means.
Well, that seems to have calmed him down considerably. But I can't help but feel we aren't really helping the poor wretch here. Now this fellow has calmed down, I'm sure he won't object to us borrowing his saw. You see, doesn't mind a bit. Now, Frumple, you hold onto the barrel, and I'll attempt to chop it up.
Careful where you're waving that thing. Know the doctor's around to patch me up if you slip, you know.
Will this do the job?
Ah, yes. This'll do nicely. I could use this wood for me repairs. This is just what I need. I could use this to waterproof the repair. Thank you for that, fellas. Now I can repair the hole in this boat. First class job. Even if I do say so myself.
Well, nobody else is likely to.
Well, with that done, I'm finished for the day, so you're both free to go. Give this permit to Walters and let him know his debt is cleared. This time.
Nice. I don't know.
I've tied the rope through the handle of this jug. Now I'll lower the jug down on this rope and... yes! We now have a jug full to the brim with salty seawater.
Yar! What terrible siren song be that? Last orders are upon us already. Quick, you rapacious rapscallion. I've been eating more beer. Ah, 'twas but a false
Quickly,
alarm.
while he's not looking, just pour this into his beer.
Ah, what be this foul flavour? Oh, me last beer is ruined, and that picaroon pig won't sell me no more.
Do I take it you might now be willing to carry out your job?
No reason not to now. Maybe the Admiral can see his way to providing me with a bit of the old grog. Go way back, him and me.
Shall we meet at the docks then?
Aye, I'd be waiting at me vessel. Make it quick, mind you.
We're getting him out of here.
My word, there appears to be a storm coming in. We must make haste and get out of the island before it hits. Wait, you don't mean this is your ship?
Aye, that it be. And what of it?
I just don't think it looks particularly seaworthy.
She's a fine vessel. Served me on many a long voyage, she has. Besides, I be the only sailor for hire in the dock right now, so you don't have a choice.
That's not.
The island then?
Aye, that we will. All me permits are in order, so all aboard for the Isle of Barghest.
Woo! Lord Winklebottom waits for no animal.
Made it at last. Madam, would you be so kind as to let your master know?
Oh, sir, it's terrible. A tragedy. The master, he's dead.
I say what?
It's true, sir. Oh, the poor master. I found him, sir, just floating there in his tube. Stiff as a board he was. Oh, it was horrible.
Gilfrey, dead? But this doesn't make any sense. He was in the prime of his life. The fellow was as strong as an ox.
Oh, very tiny ox anyway. Oh, I say, old chap, I am sorry.
We should take a look, just to be
3
certain.
questions.
Madam, Dr. Frumple here will want to examine the poor fellow.
And if there's even a hint of foul play, you can be certain that Lord Winklebottom will get to the bottom of it.
Oh, my lord, thank God you're here. The master spoke of you often.
Tell me, who else is in the house?
Well, my lord, there's the staff. That's myself and Ambrose, the butler. The gong over there should summon him. Also Pumphrey, the gardener, though he's been moping around outside of late. Miserable old sod he is. Oh, sorry, my lord.
Anybody else?
Oh, yes, my lord. There are a great many guests here today.
No.
The master had a big announcement to make, he said.
Right, Frumple, we should have a look at poor Gilfrey, then introduce ourselves to the other guests. Thank you, madam, you've been most helpful.
You're welcome, my lord. Have you any luggage with you? I can have Ambrose take it upstairs for you.
Alas, no, we lost most of our possessions on the journey over here. Our means of conveyance turned out to be a touch unstable.
It was all I could do to keep hold of me tea.
Ah, lost everything.
Perhaps we could discuss the other people who are here. Who else is up?
Other than Ambrose.
Used to be.
Oh, yes, sir.
What can you tell me about the...
I don't know any of them well. It's the first time we've had guests since the mystery.
Thank you very much. Do you know why we've all been in...
Oh, I'm sorry, my lord. I don't. The
That'll be all. It would be prudent to alert someone on the mainland to the death. Hello? Operator?
Yes.
Ah yes, hello. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to connect me to Scotland Yard. Inspector Culver's office, if you please. Yes, thank you.
How does he... Whoa!
What the devil? The lights have gone out.
What is he?
What on earth was all that about?
I'm not sure. I say, the telephone line has gone dead. And look at this.
Crikey, that's a bit of a mess. What could have done this?
Well, one thing's for sure, we're not going to be able to contact the mainland until we can get this repaired.
Yeah. A priest? And a very classily dressed cat.
Greetings, sir.
Ah, hello, my child. I am most pleased to make your acquaintance at
Never
this
seen
sad,
a
sad
seal
time.
as a priest.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Lord Winklebottom III, and this is my colleague, Dr. Reginald Frumple.
Bless you, my children. I am Reverend Archibald Peabody.
Do you know any...
I believe I may have seen Madame Lavinia at some interfaith conference or other, but not to speak to.
Do you know why Gilfrey invited you?
Oh, I'm afraid I wouldn't know. I've not heard from him for a few.
It is most... Well, thank you for your time.
Oh,
Greetings.
Winklebottom, isn't it? I've written reports about your exploits for my newspaper.
Oh really? And which of our adventures have you covered?
Sorry, old thing. Not sure I recognize you.
Frumple? Dr. Frumple? You said you'd covered our cases.
Oh, that's right. You're the gentleman's gentleman, yes?
We're partners. Equal partners. Blasted hack.
All right, Frumple. Pleased to meet you, sir, but I'm afraid you have me at a disadvantage.
Winslet's the name, old thing.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
I say, it's true what they say, then, about you preferring to walk on all fours. Bit old-fashioned these days, what?
I just happen to think it's rather more refined.
Plus he'd bash his bonds on the ceiling if he tried to walk in the modern style.
And how do you know Gilfrey? Do you know why you're invited here today?
In reverse order, not a blasted clue, and I'm engaged to his daughter Constance.
You're a journalist, you say. Could that be the reason you're here?
Might be, old boy. The old fellow wasn't entirely taken with me, truth be told. But if he was...
You didn't get along?
Well, I mean, I've never actually met him, you understand. This is the first time Constance...
So you're engaged, young...
Oh, Winklebottom, I'm a changed cat since meeting her. I was quite the part...
You didn't get on with the Admiral.
It was nothing he said, you understand.
I said,
Too many parties, I suppose.
Most
I get to keep the title. I'm a baronet, don't you know? But...
Thank you for your time.
Not answering yet.
Oh, just look at him, Frumple. Died in his house tube network. It simply doesn't make any sense.
if we can get him out, I'll determine what killed him.
This tube is part of the network of pipes Gilfrey used to get around the house. Being amphibious, he preferred to stay in these as much...
Ingenious system.
A relic of the Great Frog Wars. Gilfrey was most fond of ancient history.
I say, that axe he's carrying would do you a real mischief if you got on the wrong end of it.
A long metal axe. This seems very sturdy. Even the handle is metal.
I say, Winklebottom, I bet Gilfrey liked this axe a lot. Or... because he's an axolotl.
Yes. I understand. must be Miss Gilfrey. Our most sincere...
If it isn't Lord Winklebottom. Father talked about you often.
Doctor, actually.
First Mother and now this. I think we must have done something unspeakable in a past life to suffer so much pain in this one.
There has been some terrible tragedy here, I agree.
You think there's villainy?
We don't know yet, however, his death was quite a shock as far as
I think, if you don't mind.
Goodbye for now, Miss Gilfrey. Let's take these with...
Indeed, it would be sheer folly to leave them. I say, sheer folly.
Yes, I understood. This picture glass is full of nasty-looking liquid. Some kind of sap, I presume.
What did you call me?
No.
Greetings, madam.
What's that, young man? Speak up!
I said greetings, madam.
No, it's no good. No diction. That's the problem with you young people. You need to learn to project, my boy.
We're not going to get very far here, Winklebottom. My diagnosis is the old bird is deaf as a post.
I'm so glad to have you here, Frumple. I've no idea how I would manage without your expert opinion on such matters.
Oh, thank you, old thing.
Thank you for your time.
What's that?
Ugh,
I say, Winklebottom, do you know who this is?
I'm sure I have.
But she's famous. Dame Celia would...
Yeah.
Greeting.
You are Lord Winklebottom, are you not?
I say, that's amazing. Did you see all that in your crystal ball? Or a message from the spirits, perhaps?
No, I saw an article about you in the newspaper earlier.
Oh, well, yes.
Anyway, I am very...
Well, quite. What can you tell me?
Oh, that poor soul. Such tragedy.
Quite so, very sad.
What's your connection?
I've known Ethelberta since she was a duckling. I've no idea.
What can you tell us about the late...
Oh, I can't get a word out of her.
These modern hearing aids are a miracle of science. Some are badly...
Thank you for your... A nice display of... It's surprising how often a good sharp knife comes in handy during an investigation. Frumple, you're the food expert. Do you think we should take this with us?
As you wish, but don't expect me to know what to do with it. I'm rather more interested in the end result than the process, you know.
Oh my god.
What? What?
They're keeping red wine in the refrigerator.
Oh, is that all? I thought you...
A block of butter. Might be useful. It's rock solid, however.
I like it when it's solid. Easier to take a bite out of it, you know.
Oh, there are some matches in this box. I'll take these, or rather this. There only seems to be one match left. Just open this hatch.
Ugh, plastic thing won't stay open.
I can't get this into the gap to wedge open the door. Need something smaller. I say, Frumple, if you...
Not a chance. I can't reach it with your whacking great foreman away. No, can't be done.
I can't get this into the gap to wedge open the door. Need something smaller. Just open...
Ugh, blasted thing.
I can't get this into the gap to wedge open the door. Need something... Greetings.
Ulysses Spode of Spode, and Flabbernacle. At your service, sir.
What a ludicrous collection of names that is.
Quite so, Frumple. And what part do you play in?
Don't rightly know, sir. Old guild,
Legal.
as you say.
Well, but
So,
we shall speak more later.
always...
Greetings, dear lady.
Oh, hello.
I am Lord Winklebottom.
I'm Vivian. Dr. Vivian Price.
You're a doctor.
Yes. Well,
Yes, well,
Frumple.
oh, don't worry. I'm used to that.
Were you invited here?
Me? Oh,
Strange, the maid didn't mention.
no, she wouldn't.
What was the nature of your...
You know of Guilford's expeditions.
Anything recently?
No, nothing.
What do you know of the other people?
Not very much, I'm afraid. I have...
You mentioned the gardener was...
Oh, well, he's all...
Thank you, miss. Oh, look, this is a map of the island. Let's take... a small blade.
my God, Winklebottom, this might...
Other than there being no blood in the water, this blade barely being sharpened.
Nobody likes you.
On top of all that,
Yes, you...
let's take the...
You must be flummoxed.
Might come in. I wonder if I can find any information about that plant.
What does it say?
Apparently, that sticky fluid in the plant is a kind of resin. Mix it with a strong alkali and apply a heat source.
Maybe we could use that for something.
Looks like our dear friend Inspector Culver has solved another case. It seems this was an international case. He was aided by a foreign chap named Inspector Waffles.
I'd rather go for a waffle right now.
Is there any time you couldn't?
We're seeing I was bored. I found a good hobby. I like doing this.
I'm not sure they're designed for metal, but these shears are just about managing to get through the coat hanger.
Looks like they're jiggered now, though. Best chuck them away.
Not the most professional repair, but I think this should allow us to use the telephone. Let's give this a try then. Ah yes, I have a connection. Operator, get me Scotland Yard.
Has it got through?
She's just connecting me now. Ah, greetings. This is Lord Winklebottom. I wish to report a suspicious death on the Isle of Bargast. I say hello? Hello?
What's wrong?
The line's dead. Must have gone down somewhere outside the house. Blast it, I don't think my message got through. It's down to us, Frumple. We must investigate this death ourselves. I'll just take this.
You know, I can prescribe medication if you need it. You don't have to go around
It's an empty bottle.
There. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean.
Hello, my good man.
Do you mind? I have work to do. This storm is going to ruin my plan.
Perhaps you've not yet heard of...
Oh, I've heard. And where does that leave me? That's what I want to know.
Charming fella.
I wonder if you could help procure me some...
Procure a heat source? Look, Mosh, if you want to borrow a lamp, just bloody well say so, why don't you?
Well, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh, no, that's just fine and dandy. I tell you what, you wait here in the shelter while I go off in the middle of a bloody storm to find you a lamp. Wouldn't want you to go to any bother, like.
Most gracious of them, sure.
Well, here you are then. Do be careful not to burn your bloody hooves on it, won't you? I'm off inside, now that I've battened down the hatches out here. Don't feel you have to follow me, like.
Never did like invertebrates.
I say, Frumple, look, there's an imprint here. Somebody must have dropped something in the wet mud. On the shave, I deduce...
It's very obviously a key. There's no need to act so badly clever about it, you know?
As you say, a key. I say, Frumple, what on earth was that?
Some kind of commotion coming from the drawing room, I think.
Quickly, we must investigate.
This is actually great.
Quick, Frumple, to the orangery. Miss Gilfrey is in grave danger. Miss Gilfrey, what is it? Whatever is the matter?
Oh, Lord Winklebottom, it was terrible. A simply frightful thing.
I say, steady on. What are you talking about?
Out there, Dr. Frumple, out in the dark, it was a creature, a thing. I've never seen such a ghastly sight.
Are you sure, Miss Gilfrey? Could it perhaps have been Mr. Walters returning to his boat?
It wasn't a person, Lord Winklebottom. It wasn't an animal at all. It was wet and hairless and... Oh, God, that face! I shall never forget it.
What now? Please, try to be calm, Miss Gilfrey. We must investigate.
Oh, sirs, thank goodness you're here. He just burst in, soaking wet, ranting and raving about a monster.
Ah, a foul, fearsome beast! Away! Away with you!
Poor fellow looks in a bad way. Frumple?
Chap seems delusional. We should get him into bed for some rest.
Came at me out of the trees, a malign monster! Ah! 'Tis after me! 'Tis after me!
Looks like he needs a good rest.
He can use one of the beds in the servants' quarters. I'm sure Ambrose won't object.
Right then, Frumple, let's help get him into bed.
As long as I don't have to get too close, he smells like a blessed brewery.
Come on then, old chap. Right, we got the fellow settled. Should be right as rain soon.
As long as the bar guest doesn't come for him.
I say what?
Oh, never mind me, sir. Just a silly fancy.
Did you say bar guest? Like the name of this island?
Stuffed, really, I suppose, but the bar guest is a ferocious monster sent to roam the island at night. He's part dog, part monster. They say that anybody who sees it will surely die soon after.
Sounds like a pretty disagreeable chap, what? As a poppycock, mind you.
Well, one last thing, sirs, if it pleases you. In all the commotion, Madame Lavinia has misplaced her crystal ball. Says it's been stolen. Would you believe it?
Dash careless of her.
I've promised to keep an eye out for anything suspicious out here, but maybe you could go and talk to her.
Very well, we shall see what the problem is.
He was over here.
I say, what's happened?
Oh, it's that criminal sat in her chair over there. She's acting like she's oblivious, but look at her.
Well, that's...
I even tried mentioning the Scottish play to shock the Shakespeare play. Macbeth. Actors are terrified of it. Think.
Thank you for your...
It is obviously in her bill.
Various works of fiction. These are most likely...
Ugh, Shakespeare. The master's made us read it as...
I say, Frumple, there's a copy of the play. Madame Lavinia mentioned it.
The last zoo. Potter Park Zoo. Why didn't I automatically grab it?
You know, this might just come in useful.
Just as long as you don't force me to read it.
I say, madam...
The Scottish play.
Thank you so much for getting my crystal ball.
Don't mention it, madam.
I say, Winklebottom, that fellow must have been going like a bomb when you ran into that wall, what?
No.
I think I've heard that one before, and it's not in very good taste.
I suppose when you think about it, it is quite an old tradition. A little morbid.
This chap is beyond even your skills. Sorry about this, sir, but I'm afraid we have need of your tie.
Milo, whatever are you doing?
Oh,
Can't do this while the old goat is hanging around, what?
perhaps you should get some rest.
I am feeling quite tired after all the commotion. I suppose there won't be any more.
No, I don't think this is right.
I haven't been to Cedar Point since 1994.
Sorry about this, sir, but I'm afraid we have need of your tie. This might do the job if I hold the door open with one hoof and try to jam the letter opener in with the other. Yes, I think that's going to keep the door open.
I bet.
Right, with this door held open, I can just about get... Well, that was a tight squeeze. I can't really do... This is a bottle of lye, an alkali used for cleaning. This is a dangerous substance. I don't especially want to pick it up with my mouth, but I suppose I don't really have a choice. Need a steady hoof to do this, as there's only... There we go, the cooker is... I'll just touch the wick to the flame and... Let's put the pan... How thrilling. I've always wanted to try my hoop. Ah, look, Frumple, the heat is... I suppose this fabric will soak up the grease.
You do the string.
Right then, I'll collect a quantity of sap in the empty bottle. My word, this plant really does look frightfully tasty. Oh dear, how awfully embarrassing. I do hope that wasn't an important clue.
Oi, oi, oi! What the hell do you think you are doing?
I say, I really am most frightfully sorry.
Oh, that's just marvellous, isn't it? I mean, that's all I bloody need right now. Some great lumbering oaf coming in here and helping himself to my shrubbery.
You know, I don't think your natural charm is quite having its usual effect on this fellow, old thing.
We'll be fine. That's for eating it right in front of the slug.
Let's pour this sap into the imprint of the key. Yes, that's filled it nicely. Let's put this alkaline to...
Yeah, let me do it. This needs this... Oh dear, well, it all went in at any rate.
Let me try and apply heat from this lamp.
Can't see anything now.
Give it time from...
Can we go now?
You know, Frumple, I rather think we can. Look, the resin is set solid.
Oh yes, never doubted it for a moment. Looks like...
Now to find what is the... Maybe this key we made will fit the lock on the cellar door.
People that
By
click a
Jove, it
lot
works.
more
Well
than I
done,
do.
Winklebottom.
Oh, unfortunately it snapped off in the lock. I suppose the resin wasn't really strong enough. Still got the door open anyway. Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drain the system to get Gilfrey out of there. It's no use. The wheel...
Bound to be some oil or grease.
Right then, I'll wipe this liquid butter around the valve.
There is literally no simpler way we could have done this.
I think I might dispose of this now. Let's give this a turn and see if we can't drain the system to get Gilfrey out of there. The lubrication has helped, but I still... A sharp kitchen knife. Sorry, my friend.
There's just nothing...
Lubricating the valve wasn't... Since there's no way to...
Are you sure you know what you're doing? The guilt...
Oh, hang it all, what's the...
Oh, bloody hell!
The game is a hoof. I didn't do it. Technically, water did.
Well, that was a most eventful...
Quite so.
Hopefully our call got through to the police on the mainland.
Our first priority should be the autopsy.
Good lord, what was that? It sounded like a game...
Alright, I gotta go. Shit. We'll be back next time. Did I save?